What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, and baby girl, Courtney. RedemptionAgency.com, 22 years selling full time on eBay. We're Monday morning. We're like a month away from Christmas. It doesn't really seem like Christmas. Like, I've seen one house with lights on it so far, at least in St. Louis. I was in Smoky Mountains. Everything was Christmas already, but around here, I've seen one house with lights. So it just doesn't feel like Christmas. It doesn't feel like that shopping experience. But, so what's going on? Let me close out some of these windows. All right. So how was your weekend, I wonder? Well, yesterday was a step in the right direction, but sadly I'm still only 1.2% up from last month. But at least yesterday was a good sign. So yesterday, Sunday, it kind of played back into my highest day of the week. Made it up to $870. So that's good. Double my low end of where I need to be. So that was good to see. The only bad part about that is 47 items sold, 40 promoted, 7 organic. But went up to 1.3 million impressions with 3,090 page views. So both of those increased. So that's definitely a good sign. So maybe more holiday shopping yesterday. But overnight was kind of a shutdown. One item on the US, one promoted, 0 organic. That was just an international British pounds payment there. And we are at 8 a.m. So 6 hours, one sale. So definitely a shutdown overnight again. And what I noticed yesterday too was at about 7:15, like I had pretty good amount of offers coming in and sales throughout the day without any blank spots until about 7:15. 7:15, everything just stopped. No emails, no offers, no sales. And then turned back on about 9 p.m. Then 9 p.m. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that whole kind of theory of it seems like when it seems like it's shut down, maybe something's backed up in the queue, if you will, and then it floods back out. That's what felt like happened last night at that time. So we'll see if it carries over today. Hopefully so. That would be nice. So we're at $17.42 this morning so far. So a lower start than the last couple of days. But we usually get at least a decent rebound, at least to my low end. Saturday was $583. Friday was $398. Didn't even make it to my low end Friday, which was sad. So what I decided to do yesterday, since I've had several of you say, this is kind of where your feedback comes into play too. If you just comment, I saw several of you saying that your sales have picked up. So I'm like, mine went down like Friday. And then so I let it play Saturday at only 583, and I'm like, I'm like, well, everybody's saying their sales up. What if I go ahead and put my 2023 items on sale? Because I wasn't putting them on sale. I'm like, it's the end of the year. Maybe I should do that every year. Like, just put them on sale at the end of the year. Because I got to remember, when I list things, I listed in preparation that there was going to be a 30% off sale, because that was always my sweet spot. So yesterday morning I put it at 30% off, and then I had a huge day. So did that play into it? I'm not sure. So that was the difference. I did put my 2023 stuff on sale. But if you did see yesterday's video where I found that thing going on with the eBay search, where if you type in Chevron, it's bringing up anything with the word stripe in the title or item specifics. And so yesterday I learned Chevron is a V-shaped stripe design, a V-shaped design. So you get people asking, well, why wouldn't it bring up things with the word stripe in it? Well, it's a V-shaped stripe, and that's a definition of Chevron. Like, a good example would be go to Google Shopping, type in Chevron, see what comes up. It's not going to be DVDs and CDs and a vertically striped Tommy Hilfiger shirt or a horizontal striped beach blanket. I guess that could be horizontal also, depending on which way you're laying on it, north, south, or east or west. But point is, when you do it on Google search, it brings up Chevron, the gas and oil, and then it brings up things with the V-shaped stripes. It doesn't bring up a DVD called The Racing Stripes, or Stripes the Movie, which was a good movie, or a DVD or a CD that has the word stripe in the title, or the band Three Stripes, or Chevron shouldn't bring those items up. That's the biggest difference with the eBay search right now. Compare it to the Google search, and you see the night and day. Like, what the hell's going on over here? And as I was reading up on AI yesterday, AI is a learning tool. It's supposed to learn over time. Well, why would you make that live right out of the gate without tweaking it somehow, some way? First off, my other question would be, okay, if it's a learning tool, is it going to learn what individuals are searching for? Like the people who type in Chevron, what they click on? Is it going to do it by eBay as a whole, or is it going to do by individuals, by your account? Because it seems like everybody's been getting various differences when you do a search. So does that play into it? Is it learning by individual accounts, or is it learning as a whole? Hopefully it's as a whole, because people who don't shop on eBay very often, I have most of my sales, usually 90 to 95% of my sales are one-offs. Somebody coming in, not repeat buyers. So that person's not going to have really any traffic or probably history on eBay. You know, a lot of my sales are 10 feedback. So they wouldn't have an account that would learn very quickly. So those people might have a harder time searching eBay if it's not eBay site as a whole. And then again, how long does it take to learn? You know, we're in fourth quarter. We got a month before Christmas, and this thing is just running rampant. So those would be my questions. The main one is, why do you do something this drastic in fourth quarter? Or right before fourth quarter. Actually, I don't know how long this one actually has been going on, but if it's been going on for, say, even several months, why has it not picked up on not bring vertically striped Tommy Hilfiger shirts in under the word Chevron, or a movie, The Racing Stripes, under Chevron? So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let's do some questions and comments real quick. I got some course, Adrian saved the oddball shaped stuff for me to ship. So I've got stuff left over from last night that he pulled but didn't ship, and a couple of Poshmark orders. All right. I've used Chevron describing a fabric pattern in a shirt, yes. But eBay's going down the wrong road on this. Their comments to item specifics will be the death of us all if it's not abandoned. The more boxes you have to check in listings, the more chances for errors. That is true. Narrowing it down doesn't necessarily make it better. And then duplicating them and sell similar over time, it will just become polluted and worthless. I could tell the comments who didn't watch my video all the way through, because they're like, well, if you put oil on at the end, it'll narrow it down. I'm like, yeah, I know. I did it in the video and said that. Watch the video all the way through before you comment. You could just be wasting your time. With a comment, anyway. Then again, is it really wasting your time if your comment took less than it took to watch the video? Okay, maybe not. You're just outing yourself that you didn't watch the full video. How about that? And if you're okay with that, then so be it. Yes, I was looking for cherries one day, and I was being shown everything red. It has been going on for a few months. Yeah, there was another search before I noticed this yesterday, because I was doing comps when I was listening. And I wish I would have wrote it down now. But yeah, it brought up like, there were several times. It brings up more stuff than I'm looking for. And I just go, well, I'm pricing it at whatever. Because I'm not spending even a minute looking for a comp. It's not worth my time if I want to list a lot per day. You know, get back up to that 100 plus threshold, which I only made it to 73 yesterday because the eBay app started jacking me around. So I'm just like, back to drafting without pictures. So, alrighty. God help us, James. They've screwed the pooch so bad it can't even walk anymore. Your dedication is spectacular. When I search my store for a hat, I get pots and pans included in the result. Odd. I don't get that one. It's been going on for over a year, totally frustrating. A customer would just leave and go someplace else. And I've got a prime example of that. Jan was looking for something like a derma thing or whatever for her face. And she looked on eBay and kind of just got a bunch of stuff that didn't play into what she was looking for, so she just went on Amazon and bought it. She always goes to eBay first because of eBay, but she just went straight to Amazon and bought it instead. So that was when, I didn't say anything to her, but that's because she can do what she wants. And I don't blame her, actually. So I didn't want to like, oh, you should have bought that on eBay. I'm not doing nothing like that. But I took a mental note that, good example here, because she's just a common shopper when it comes to looking for something she wants. She's going to get it where it's easiest and be done with it. She ain't going to have time to mess around, when your dedication is more about getting the item as opposed to supporting a platform, you're just going to go where it's the easiest to get it. Chevron stripes is a very common term for fabrics. I even have a couple of clothing items listed as chevron stripes in the title. Yeah, but it's bringing up everything with the word stripe in it, no matter if it's a V-shaped stripe or not. I'm just curious about, and then comment to that, but this video is concerned with eBay conflating the keyword chevron with stripes, not the same thing. Yeah, that's the thing. It's pulling up everything stripe. Very common. Chevron is a stripe used in fashion. Yeah, but it's not every stripe. It's a V-shaped stripe. Actually, that ain't even on the video that I put up yesterday. Weird. And it's never brought everything with the word stripe in it before. Never. Chevron are stripes on the sleeves of soldiers. Yes, they're V-shaped stripes. Sergeant stripes are actually called chevrons. The search should not default to stripes, though. Yeah, and that's the problem. And if it's pulling a definition of a word, then what other words are doing that? So I started to thinking yesterday, what other words can I think to check that might have a meaning like that? But I'm like, I got work to do. I don't have time to think about this stuff. Get off that subject, James, and get to listing. So that's what I did. So I'll see if any of you guys have any examples here. I'm having the same issue. I guess I did not make myself clear. Oh. I'm having the same issues, and it's making my listing process go slower since I have to spend more time researching prices. Yeah, and I've just been educating guests on some items because I'm putting up a little oddballish type stuff also, that, odds and ends, if you will. And I'm just like, whatever price. So, which one way or another is going to hurt the site in the end. Also, could we're taking the ones who follow through with it are taking more time, so they're going to list less, or then the ones like me just guessing could be going too high and it never sells, too low and it sells immediately, and eBay loses fees that way. So without getting a proper feel of it, I don't know. Yeah. Depends on how you look at it. Search within my own store is so broken. It's frustrating. Ended up forgetting the whole ordeal, and I was searching up an item and it took so long I forgot and went on to other tasks. I tried 3 or 4 different keywords from the title. The listing did not show up once. And that's what kind of confused me too. Like when I was doing the Dukes of Hazzard and then I put in the die-cast car size, the one day it brought up everything. Somebody made a comment and it makes perfect sense. The search algorithm seems to be focusing in on like one word and one word only. Like when I put in the Dukes of Hazzard 1.64, the first time it didn't take into effect the 1.64. The other day when I was looking up clothes, it wouldn't take into effect the color. So it seems like it's just focusing on maybe just one keyword and bringing up results for that keyword. And maybe depending on what you type in, it focuses on a different keyword every time. Because sometimes when I put in a clothing with a color, everything of that color will come up, not just like somebody just said. But then other times it will then other times it'll bring up the shirt, but ignore the colors. So, and I made a comment on his go that line you just said is very eye-opening, because that very statement he made, that it's focusing on seems to be focusing on one word. That was like a light bulb that went off, like ding, 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 ding. Maybe that's why we're getting all these different results, and even getting different results every time we search for something. Instead of putting them all together and saying, ta-da, like it used to, it's just focusing on one word and it's just bringing up 1.5 million different things. I got what you meant. The eBay search seems to be working in the opposite direction it is supposed to. Instead of narrowing down the most relevant items related to the search, it's expanding the search beyond the keywords. Or if you think about it, like the one viewer said, if it's only focusing on one word instead of all the words together. I haven't read your comment section, but I did watch the video, and Chevron is used highly with Afghans, but also know that AI seems like it's lost. While that explains why I've been getting so many seemingly unrelated items come up when I either search my catalog or eBay. You've nailed it. I understand why AI might think it needs to use keywords from the word definition. However, this is quite dysfunctional in practical uses. Yeah, I think I made the comment yesterday. It makes it harder for the mere common mortal. Somebody who's just getting on to do some Christmas shopping, or just shopping period, just to do a quick search. You're probably going to lose more than half of your customers if they have to scroll through 1.5 million items to find something they're looking for. Like if you typed in Chevron, it should look like the Google search is what it should look like. Very interesting find, James. I think I will do a little research into trying to duplicate this across several different items to see if it's repeatable. Yeah, and that's what I was trying to think of yesterday until I decided to get back to work. You made yourself clear. Some folks just didn't hear you. I was scratching my head reading the comment section. That's why I guess I didn't. I was like, did I make myself not clear in this video? I'm like, maybe I didn't. Stripes is a good movie. Now it's a keyword, right? Josh from eBay Power Hour said on yesterday's show that the eBay search works great. I would disagree. Not sure what planet he is living on. At least John disagreed with him. I have not watched any of the Power Hour things. This analogy makes a lot of sense. Having to add words in many cases to get more redefined searches has been a thing for years. In your case, if you add gas or oil, it gets much... Yeah, I know. I said it in the video, but that wasn't the point. Okay, I'm done. Let's get to shipping. May I ask, if you do comment, at least watch the video, or at least comment on what the parts you did watch. Oh. Please? You're wasting our time. But no, I don't care. Go ahead and say whatever you want to say. It helps the algorithm. I don't want to discourage anybody from not responding or not commenting at all. That would be dumb of me. And I try hard not to be dumb. I try. It doesn't always work, but I try. All right, that just sold. So that's the British pounds thing. And I didn't like problems I noticed with eBay yesterday is the drop down in the item specifics sometimes don't work, and you have to refresh the whole page on my draft to get them to work. And then also too, all day yesterday while I was drafting, the item specifics are not recognizing anything in the title. So you have the search that is overanalyzing a word in the title and bringing up so many things. And then you have listing on eBay where it's not even recognizing anything you type in the title to help with the item specifics, which in both cases slow people down. But I'm wondering, like, in this learning phase, it sucks that our sales have to be the guinea pig of this situation. but how long is it going to take? And then also, is the learning going to be correct? I mean, there's different thinking between people. You have book smarts, you have street smarts. That's the way I kind of see AI. You have human thought, common sense, etc., and you have AI. And they're two different worlds, and they think totally different. So as time goes on, is it going to be more of a positive, or is it going to be more of a mess, more muddled? And if it's learning from human behavior, I have a feeling it's going to be more muddled. Because human behavior is not the most sane way of thinking on this planet. All right. So Jan was happy with sales this weekend. First up, we've got Wooden Toy Soldier. We got the Fat Boy here. And he sold for $18, headed to North Carolina. Okay, now the fun. Let's see. I grabbed a bunch of different size boxes. Probably use one of these guys for him. So, I don't know. And I do got some. Got a little tote of peanuts here. Don't have much. The Bobbinator. Somebody ordered a bobblehead from somebody. There's all my peanuts. Got a couple of offers coming in this morning early. That's good to see. $14, $10, $6, 2, 8, 14, 10, 6. Oops. Really? Did prices go up already? Good Lord. $15? Are you serious? Why the hell is... Oh, it took the wrong size. Stop doing that. Or I typed in the wrong size. One of the two. Okay, $8.75. That's better. That makes more sense. James, stop messing things up. All right, where am I going to stack? Got bigger stuff here today. Next up, I put this up yesterday. Sold almost immediately. Boeing Tex Ace vintage Boeing hat. So for $15, headed to Tampa, Florida. Bam, 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 bam. Six. Jeffrey. Since I had lost 9 pounds since vacation, kind of spoiled myself this weekend. Had Popeye's chicken, then I had Jack in the Box, and I had carne asada. Next up, another Christmas item. Ta-da. Oh yeah, I took the batteries out. So it sings and stuff. So this sold for $13, headed to Pennsylvania. Now I'm like, did I get a big enough box for this puppy? Let's try this one. I have to get this one probably. This one, the Popeyes turkeys came in. Ordered 2 of the Popeyes turkeys. Yum yum. One for Thanksgiving, one for Christmas. They're $100, but best turkey I've ever eaten. Popeyes Cajun turkey. Definitely worth it. Let me get some bubbles, air bubbles. Definitely worth it. Like that. This one won't get broken. I just wanted to kind of secure it in here. So it doesn't bounce around too much. Guess I can take the perishable sticker off. And another offer. Nice. Popeyes. This came out of Hastings, Nebraska. Love that turkey from Popeyes. Box is heavier than the piece I'm sending. Okay. And no fee. Well, it says no additional fee. Go ahead and take it then. Move it. Move product. 3-2. It's just about moving product. Clean out the store, if only. We got 16 by 14 by 11. This one's going to be up there. $14. And that is John. Oh, I forgot to pull that. Dang it. S42. How did I mess that up? Put S42B and it's an S43B. Anyway, we got Los Angeles Dodgers vintage Swingster jacket. This sold for $35, headed to Columbus, Ohio. RV. Next up, make Jan happy, we got a Santa playing the bagpipes ornament. I sold for $10, headed to Georgia. I would have been able to get more, but the mouthpiece one was broken off. So I put them up far cheaper. Would have been about a $20, $25 piece. But hey, it's light and it came from the bins, so it's a profit. It's a profit. What's up, girl? Not ready yet. Did I forget this one? What is going on with me today? I'll have to go pull that one later, I guess. Let me remove that. Because that one's going to be a tub 40. Come back to that. Next up was an item from yard sales this past summer. Yeah, these made it to video. So I had found this box of walkie-talkies. I think it was $2 I paid for them. So I got 4 different ones, 4 so much. Yeah, it had $5 on them. I got them for $2. I sold for $20, headed to Utah. I want to do this. Let's just... I got one of those boxes. Let me do that. Dun, 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 dun. And I won't seal these so they can reuse them if they want to. It's not like they're really breakable. They're pretty rugged. Pretty rugged. That'll work. Next up, we've got the next toy soldier. So we've got 2 of them sold. So it's just a generic soccer one. This one was part of a lot we picked up in the Smoky Mountains. There was a lady and she had 9 of them. and Jan offered her $35 for them all. And this one sold for $20. So that was the same place I got the Harley Bears and those new old stock Disney hats. So headed to Washington, $20. Let me, since I'm out of peanuts, we fit in that way? Nope. So, let's see what I can do here. Boom. Boom. Not comfortably anyway. So one of these maybe. Let's go. Not you. I'll save you later. Air bubble it. Boo, 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 boo. Getting tight in here. Alright. Should work. That should work just fine. Two, 1, 16, 12. I don't know why this won't work properly. All right. David. Cha-ching. Next up, we've got Offspring CD. You gotta keep them separated. Headed to Iowa, sold for $7. We're trying really hard to get along today. Our subject isn't cool, but he thinks it anyway. He may not have a clue and he may not have style, but what he lacks or something, he makes up in denial. So don't delay, play us straight. You know it really doesn't matter anyway. Gotta play the field and keep it real. For you know we ain't so just overcompensate. At least that you know you can always go on Ricky Lake. Speaking of Lake, Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. What a segue. Well, that was awesome. This is a Snapcase vintage cassette. Sold for $16, headed to Glendale, California. Pretty fly for a white guy. Not bad for a pasty-faced white boy. If you don't like what you see here, get the funk out, Steven. We won't try to fall asleep, you. Get the funk out. Get the funk out, get the funk out. We've got Jackie Avancho. Some little girl singer. Doing Oh Holy Night. Oops. So for $9.95, one of my $9.95 items. Headed to California. What? Am I giving you a lot of false leads today? Huh? Are you hearing a lot of words that you associate with Dawn? Is that what's happening? Huh? Travis? Is that what's happening? What's wrong, baby girl? What's wrong, baby girl? Not done yet. Okay, next up for US eBay, we've got Thor, which has seen better days. Headed to Ohio, sold for $12. This was part of a toy collection I bought. Had like 2 truckloads. Most of it was Star Wars from the 90s. But I literally filled every nook and cranny in my car. And when I say, I mean, we're talking dashboard, under the seats, crammed next to me as I drive, piled around me, passenger seat filled, the whole back filled of my Grand Cherokee, literally falling as I'm driving, trying to keep things up. Bought so much for so little. I think I paid $900 for 2 full truckloads. And I still have the major piece, which is a framed poster signed by some of the Star Wars people. So still have that in storage. 9, 12, by 6. And I know I still got some of that stuff in storage also. The toys from that buyout. Okay, that's all the US. So, you know how I want to stay at a certain amount going over to my account and then under 50% for costs? Adrian did the shipping yesterday, which was most of Saturdays and Fridays also. So like $2.57 went into my account today. No, so I guess he would have done some Saturday too then. So it was from all day yesterday and probably half of the day Saturday. And my selling cost was 63% with that extra added shipping. So that was kind of cool. But anyway, even with all that extra shipping, I made my low end on the money I had to transfer over. There was probably still some from Friday too, because I think on Saturday he just picks and chooses the easiest stuff, the easiest, quickest stuff, because he goes and plays hockey and stuff also. So for taking on the cost of probably 2 full days, basically, I still made my low end stuff. So that was good. Nice. Milan, a game, Hydro hat, MELIN. I put it up for $35. Somebody's offering me 30. Okay. I don't even remember putting that up. Sold. 7,000 feedback, so nice. All right, Robert. Travis. Steven. Bill. David. Chris. Bonnie. RV. John. Jeffrey. And William. A lot of boxes. All right. So and that hat needs to go. Dave Thomas. Oh, I'll wait on that. Let's do this international one. And then I'll print up my thing. We've got, I think, 2 international pieces here. We got this bear I put up yesterday or the day before. Barefoots. Plush bear. Rudy Barefoots. Headed up to Canada. Sold for $20. Let's see. I don't think he was on the trip. I think I got him at the bins before we left. The last time I was at the bins, I believe. Okay. Oh, last section. I'll do that. And we got 10. 20. 2. 1. Used plush bear. Oh, and for those who ask about my Headbangers Ball t-shirt and now my hat, and actually it's signed by Ricky Rackman, who is a host on Headbangers Ball. If you go to Cat House Hollywood, that's Ricky Rackman's site. He sells the Headbangers Ball gear. If you're looking for it. He sells the legit Headbangers Ball gear. I guess he got the rights to be able to sell it. Next we've got this Youth Kids Gap hat. Headed to Australia. Sold for $13.50. itchy today. Ear itchy. And next up, we got a couple of Poshmark orders. The one I might do off video because it's probably gonna. It's pretty good. I do have to do a little bit more securing. But first, we've got a Total Hits 2005 CD sold on Poshmark for $4. And then the next item. We've got some of the Jan's glass ornaments. They're like these green, like almost like hand grenade looking ornaments. These sold for $25. Jan's making me some money this Christmas with her Christmas stuff. I like it. So that was that. Okay, so I can do my printout now of that. No, because I haven't done the Dave Thomas one yet. Oh, I'll do it. I got to do it separate anyway, so it won't show up on this form anyway. So we'll go ahead and print that up. And it did work again last night. So eBay's been working on, they've got the scan form working twice a day finally. Or the evening time, whatever way you want to look at it. That is that. Since that's my last one, I'm going to take extra care with that, so it's going to take a minute. So we are at $8.51. I'm only at $50. So a little slow to the day, but it is Monday. Mondays always start out a little bit slower. Plus, you throw the shutdown on top of it overnight. So that is all. So I'll be drafting and listing. Got to beat 73 today. Get back over 100 a day minimum. So I'll be working on that. And I forgot to make a video Friday for the Sold Business channel. So I got to remember to make a video for tonight on the Sold Business. So, and that is it. So, yeah. So, thanks everybody for hanging out. And I will see you all in the next video. Later.